Another good day slash evening to you. It is time for ESEA once again. My name is Minus F, and I am going to be your caster for the following game. It is a team called EN3 up against the hometown heroes of Born2Throw. Veto is already underway. Obviously, Born2Throw at the moment, 8 and I believe 3 or 8 and 4 in the ESEA League, 8 and 4 in the ESEA League, which pretty much places them for the playoffs already. Quick little look at the veto. Anubis has been banned. It is over. Anubis has been banned. So that is that's the Anubis streak for Born2Throw at least going to come to an end. And it's either going to be Ancient or Train. Obviously, we have seen Train once before for the side of Born2Throw, but Ancient is something that we haven't seen out of them just yet on this season. So interesting to see what they can do on Ancient because, well, obviously it is going to be Ancient. So a little bit of a different map. Finally, finally, it took a while. It certainly did take a while. But I think that's gonna be it's gonna be lots of fun. So we will see what happens with that one. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what kind of plays they make on Ancients since uh, I've literally I think I've seen the past roster. I've seen them play it like once or twice, and I haven't even seen them play Ancient a single time in this whole ECA season, which is a little concerning. Obviously, like I said in the past game, if you get those if you have one map that you're just gonna keep on playing, people are eventually just gonna see it and they're gonna start banning it. And that's exactly what I think happened right here because Born2Throw banned Dust 2, EN3 just instantly banned Anubis. Just their first ban overall. They banned Mirage after, and then it was just the regular stuff. Train was banned in the end, and Ancient will be played, which, I mean, interesting. But I do think that with that as well is going to be a bit of a challenge, especially for the IGL in Orc, since it's a map that he might not have called as much on. I don't know how many times they've played Ancient in the Prax, but if they or he hasn't called as much on Ancient, might become a bit of a problem if that doesn't work out. So we'll see how that works out. Because obviously on the T side, you need an explosive one. You need a pretty explosive T side to make something happen on this map. CT side is one where you could do something, but I would say 4 rounds would be good. 5 rounds would be very good. And if you get more, at that point the enemy is just trolling because this map is so T-sided. So that's obviously the question, if they can make anything happen on the CT side. I'd say that's probably very important as well because you do have an operator that is also an IGL, so ideally he will be calling some strats as well over towards the CT side. But we'll see about that, as doesn't look like anyone's in the game just yet, but at least gives me some time to get my HUD going. Alright. I think everything is fine. But yeah, 8 and 4. So you could say that we're pretty much already in the playoffs, but you could also say getting that extra win is just, it gives you an extra edge. Playing for placement, playing for the seeding is certainly something that you do want to do if you're going to be playing ESEA. Excuse me. And well, this one is going to be good for that one as well, especially that placement, since I'm not sure if EN3 have had a good season. Let me check real quick. They are also 8 and 4, so I mean there's a lot. This is just placement matches at this point because you win this one, it's not that bad if you lose it, but still you do want to Just, you want to keep your winning ways going until you reach the playoffs to keep your momentum going, maybe keep that mentality high as well. I think that's probably something that plays into it as well. But overall, I think it's generally mostly just going to be that seeding, which is going to be very, very important for both of these teams. So sure to see a good one, since there's a lot to play for on this as well. The moment, still waiting for most of the players to join the server. Only 3 of them on it right now. It's gonna take a while, most likely. Gonna take a while. But again, this is obviously a map that's not Anubis, so I'm just curious. We've seen them on Mirage. I think that's the only map that they've like played more than once in this ESEA season, except for Train, obviously, but they've only played that once, and I feel like that was just a bit of a weird veto because, first game of the season, and the enemies didn't really have a clue what they were doing. So overall, this is a very new experience. It is going to be weird to see what is going to happen on this because, well, it's ancient. This is a very mixy map, especially with the whole T side buff. This map is going to be interesting, but we will see once this one commences, since that is a little bit of time away. As well, it doesn't really look like players are joining very, very fast. They're taking their time. Fair play. Fair play. Love ESEA delay. Love it. Completely love it. Is what it is. I think the sun is already going on. That's fine. Yeah. But overall, I mean, this season has been a lot better than past than the last season, which obviously very tough season last season. But I think with the roster changes, it improved a lot, and it just started looking like something, which is fun to see. And making it to playoffs as well is just perfect. It is exactly what you want from these players, especially since they've been playing very well and they do seem like they deserve it, especially with the way that they've been playing. Like the pop-offs have been amazing. Just to highlight, I mean, pretty much every single one of them has had their one pop-off moment or more pop-off moments, and with that as well, it just makes it a lot easier to win the games. Like I said last week as well, you get those games in, and you get the games that you're just continuously winning the gunfights, and that's just the way to make it happen. Like, there's no, I mean, you could just completely do it on team play, but I don't really know. I mean, there's a couple teams that I've seen doing that, but most of the time that doesn't really work out very well. But you just need at least 1 or 2 people to step up. That's just the way that Counter Strike is right now. Time to improve my sleep schedule, I guess. But yeah, like I was saying, just in general, the way that they've been playing is super impressive. Like, this is their first season together. Obviously, you do have that core in Orc and Yon who have been playing the last season and have been playing very strongly. Um, but they're just they're continuing their things, and they've just got 3 other people who are very solid players and who are doing their thing and who are playing very, very well. And with the addition of that, it just seemed like from the beginning of the season on, just seemed like it was going a lot easier. The comms were flowing. It was just easier to execute and do all that stuff. So, especially for Orc, I did talk to him a little bit about it. And obviously, the strats are a little easier to execute in the way that he intends it to, with the higher elo players, with the people that have a little bit more of an understanding of what's going on the map. So that's fun to see. And well, EN3 are just taking forever to join the server. Oh my god. They've got 1 minute 30 left to join. At the moment, we in the server are at 3 minute 50, and there's 3 players for EN3, so might as well be be a 4v5 if one of them joins a little too late, but we'll see about that. That is would be unfortunate. But I mean, obviously for EN3 it doesn't matter that much, like I said, except for the seeding. Right now, you know, you're just playing for seeding. You're not playing to be in the playoffs or not. Okay, so the game has started. All right, give it 1.5 minutes and we should be going, stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, these games are not really for being in playoffs or not anymore. This is literally just for seeding. You win this game, it's gonna be looking good for you because then you have one more game to go, and if you win that as well, that's literally perfect, literally perfect. But obviously you do have to win the game, and on Ancient, a little bit of a different map than Anubis, could be tough. Could certainly be tough. You know, it's one that you haven't practiced in officials as far as I'm concerned. You might have practiced just by scrimming, but even then might have a different feeling if you're not playing the real stuff. Because, you know, the pracs, at times you're just, you know, a little more relaxed, playing just to gain that experience, and now you gotta play to win, which is certainly something. It is certainly something. So well, EN3, they are, well, just to quickly talk about the enemies, I guess, since we've had so much time already, seeing as they are very, very slow to get into the server. EN3, they are a full, well, almost full Russian team. They have one Serbian, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's just a Russian that moved to Serbia a while ago, but obviously full Russian teams are always scary. You know, it's just most of the good players, well, most of the good players, a lot of good players are coming from that region, and it is no surprise that in ESEA you're gonna have the same. You know, you're gonna have to eventually play against some Russians. 4 people for EN3 in the server right now. It is taking them a while to be joining. Absolutely taking them a while. My God, man. Jeez. Is it a 4v5? Oh my lord. It is a it does look like we've got a 4v5 ahead of us, so that is that's interesting. Very interesting. Alright then. That is that might as well be a free fucking win then. Jesus. Oh, here we go. Stabbing is at least going to be commencing. 4v5. Easy win for Hawk. Well, not entirely sure what to think about this, I must say, seeing as that is obviously a little bit weird, but I mean, I guess EN3 have one player that just isn't available tonight, so they're just choosing to go for the 4v5 as there was no reschedule, which yeah, unlucky for them, I guess. So well, here we go then. Weird, very weird. Some sort of B plate. Looks like it's coming through for EN3. At the moment, no contact made just yet, obviously. You've got these dualies on Kai and Yon. The impact positions are gonna be occupied by them. Kai is gonna be the first one to take the contact, or is it Lavrip taking down Arno? As well, EN3, it looked like they could have snowballed into this one. Kai has to be careful of this. First kill found. Is he gonna find the second? Runs out of bullets in that reload time. It's quite long. Not gonna get chased though. But here comes the flank. Hawk on the flank. He's not going to find anyone over there in the cave. Kai has his peek out. He's going to try and find more. Hawk now is going to be the second one to shell that. More kills found by these 4 players. Still more dualies to be playing for. Yon is going to run it down. EN3 with 4 people can still win a round. Pistol in the bag. But obviously, for the pistol round, it could just be a little bit of a fluke win. But you never know. Maybe they do have the qualities to somehow, some way win in a situation like this one. Let's have a look. Strong. That's the AK. Just shooting off. Hawk is the last one alive. And he is also gonna be eating dirt for this one. So, nothing much. Nothing much has happened except for 4 players that are up ahead against Born2Throw to find all the kills. Which is certainly concerning, I must say. You do not want to win against a 4-man. Obviously, T side is a little easier to do as a 4-man than the CT side. Big kill from Yon early on. Orc is going to be challenging that, but Lavrip is going to be taking him down. Counter flash from Yon, good, but a little late there. Now it's going to be Hawk, who has to try and fend this push off. Can he make it happen? It's going to find the first. Another player in Ringer's head, but a nice shot from Mantov is going to be taking him down. So now 1v2 required from Arno. Donk tap, or I don't even know, but why is that guy's name Donk tap? Yeah, man, that's strong. Who is going to get taken down? Last player is in Donut. For the moment he's being smoked off. AK now picked up. Arno is going to tap it. Spots that player. He's going to get shelled, and that is Martov. Taken down. Solid plays from EN3 so far, and that is, I must say, a little bit scary. As well, Born2Throw, you're a 5-man, you should be in some sort of advantage in this. But, well, for the time being, it doesn't really look like that advantage is there at all. Tokaz now, maybe with a little bit of a technical problem, as he's going to be leaving the game. Probably going to rejoin in a little bit. But yeah, this should be a game that you should be winning. Seeing that as you have only 4 players up against you, the rifle rounds shouldn't be the hardest to be winning unless you're just going to run it down. I do feel like you still need to play the composed CS that you're expected to be playing against a 5-man. But that has been a problem a little bit throughout these first 3 rounds. Obviously the pistol round, just a little bit unlucky. You know, you're getting run down by Glocks, which you cannot really do much about. Second round, just by pistols. And third round, I mean, could have been a little cleaner. I feel like mid-fight was a little messy, and then re-challenging into that player with that flash might not have been the best call ever. Which I get, because, well, obviously 4v5, so confidence is 100% high. You gotta keep it clean. Gotta keep it clean. A very long timeout. A very long timeout. Because technical issues. Tokaz still not back into the game. So Born2Throw will have to wait for longer, because I don't know. Maybe, dude, imagine EN3 have to play 3v5. Just want to highlight as well, Martov already on 6 kills, 0 deaths. Crazy, crazy little stat there. See if he's able to continue that. But yeah, I mean, that donut fight was a little tough to be winning if you're Born to Throw. You lose it, unfortunately, because, well, bit of an over challenge, but overall, it's not the biggest problem ever. This technical pause is might actually go on forever. Tokaz is having trouble rejoining, I think. Unless he's like restarting his PC and he's like on some toaster, but not entirely sure what's going on there. Jesus. They're taking their sweet time. My God. Well, I mean, if you haven't gotten anything to drink right now, you probably should. This is the perfect time for it. Mr. Tokaz is taking cat them forever. They're unpausing. Oh, they're talking Russian. Lovely. Now Hawk also leaving. Oh, and he's back already. Typing Z's in chat because what in the world, man? This guy's gonna stay away like forever or what? Oh my lord, man. Trying to see what they're saying in the chat, but not a lot of chatter right now. Bro, did this internet fucking get turned off or what? Fuck is going on? This is like, Jesus. Ah, well, waiting. What the fuck is going on, boys? Oh, 4 lost bonus for Born to Throw, so obviously you can do like some sort of half buy into this one and just get the rifles out once more, and the next end for Orc obviously it will most likely be an op as much money that he can spend. Remember, isn't there like a rule against this? Oh, he's back. Alright. He's moving. We're good. Please, man. Please. I want to finish this today, not tomorrow. Yep. Let's see if we can actually get on our way again as another Dude, these guys are literally just trolling. Like, this is like... They are not being real right now. This is so fucking annoying. They are just taking timeouts because they are acoustic. Unless this guy has more fucking issues, but... Let's see if they take another one. If they take another one... I swear to God. I think they're gonna take one more. They're all just standing still. Unless... Nope. Bro, they're literally just doing it for the sake of it. They're literally just doing it for the sake of it. Please, man. This is not real. Unless this guy's like in fucking internet cafe. Don't think that's a bad idea at all, Kai. In for a long one. Let them use all their fucking timeouts. My fucking God. Oh. Ah, okay, so that's why they're delaying. Yeah, okay, fair play. There is no technical issue. It's just waiting for their fifth. And oh, he instantly got kicked. Oh, I think if they does the ESEA allow that? Like for him to join mid game? Anyone know? Born2Throw could certainly make the comeback happen. Yeah. I mean, obviously, you're still playing against 4 right now. I don't think they have any more timeouts, so... Thank the Lord. Born2Throw are just gonna be... continuing this one. It's gonna stay a 4v5 for now, but I don't know if Precise can join. As... Tokaz still... Oh, bro, look at him. Oh, this man is cooked. This man is cooked, I'm telling you that much. I don't know what is happening to his internet, but it is not looking good. Aggressive push. Orc is the front man here. Here comes the push. He's just... Wait, team kill. Oh, low HP on that last player. Nade might finish him off. Ooh, he's gonna do lots of damage onto him though. So now another rotate coming through already. And a 2v3, possibly a winnable round for Born2Throw, as you have that player up against you who was lagging in the beginning of the round, but it seems like it is going a little bit better for him. His game is starting to stabilize, as it looks like first contact might be going the way of Hawk. It has just made that sound cue, making himself known. Jump up from Yon. Not coming through just yet, has dropped off and has made another sound cue. And now here comes the push from Hawk. Doesn't spot him, knows where he is though. That copy player in a good position. Ooh, Gadget. He's gonna get taken down by Hawk. Hawk is gonna try and shy away from this fight. 19 HP left on him. As Bogdan's Law is gonna be coming into play. And this last player in Martov. 24 seconds has spotted that player, but Yon is gonna take him down. And that means Born2Throw, they find their first round against the 4, and now, I mean, Precise is still not... No, he is in the server now. Okay, so he's here, I guess. And they're gonna play 5v5, I think. He's standing still. No, he's not. Alright, we're alive. I think we're alive. Everyone's moving. We've got a 5v5 on the server instead of a 4v5 now, so... Let's see, as we're finally gonna get some actual Counter-Strike. Big nade. Orc is gonna get challenged instantly, and that's the AWP going down very, very fast. So Hawk now is gonna be pressure on him. But in the meanwhile, Yon able to find the kill of his own. Now, there is this lure coming through, a late one. Bomb has been spotted. There's also an AWP in the ground, but... with a one-on-one, Kai is also going to get taken down by Martov, and now it's only Arno. The last one alive. Bomb is going to be running all the way over towards B, as Martov is going to make a rotate around the world because of that player in Tokaz getting all that information on B. So a very good situation for EN3 as of now. We're gonna have to try and figure out where Arno is gonna be coming from at the end of this round. Has a kit, has a smoke, and has utility for a possible retake, but has been hurt as well from Gadget. So I don't know where he's coming from. Looks like he wants to walk the smoke, which is ultimately gonna lead to his demise. EN3, solid play. That rotate coming in clutch are just not quick enough from Arno on the clutch. Unfortunately, isn't able to catch out the bomb, and that is gonna cost him in the end. So now Born2Throw. This might not be as clean as you'd want it to be, seeing as EN3 are looking like a pretty solid team on this map. Obviously, they are on the T side, and like I said, this map is very T-sided. And you're gonna have to do most of the work on the T side, obviously. CT side is just one where you won a couple rounds and then you're just gonna move on. This time it's Hawk with the issues. I'm not sure what that's about. Might be restarting his game real quick. Obviously, still more than enough timeouts left for Born2Throw to make sure that Hawk can make it back into this game. Well, it certainly is a game full of technical pauses, technical issues, and delaying, especially from the opponent's side. In for a long one. Unless EN3 just walks away with it, but not completely sure about that one. Probably going to be calling a tactical timeout, I would say. Or technical, obviously. Hawk having a couple of issues, so gonna have to be waiting for him to join. Oh, well, shit. Did not expect this when I opened up my PC today, I must say. Because goddamn, this one is taking a hell of a long time. So yeah, it's quite something on this one. Some chatter going on. Russian clowns typing, of course. Only Sukablet and invade other countries. Very hiha, hihaha. God, I hate Russia. Right, Hawk is back. Let's see what Born2Throw can do on the CT side. Alright, we're on our way again after 2 technical pauses and issues, so many fucking nades. Oh my lord. Lots of nades. 1 kill found. Yon is gonna find 3. Big spray from him. He's gonna get pressured though. That is the instant trade from Lavrib with 2 of his own, and now both players over at the B site will have to make a quick rotation. Arno on a deagle. Headshot potential is certainly there. And now Kai, he's the only one with the rifle in this round. Out of the 2 of them. Bomb is at least going to go down. Maybe a rifle to be picked up for Arno as well, to make this one a little bit more doable. Kai still has a smoke and a kit, so certainly not out of the round just yet. There is going to be a bit of a boost up. So playing on top of the boost is going to be Martov. Here comes Arno. Slowly making his way over. Smoke on the bomb is going to be quick. Lavrip is going to be taken. First one down, and Martov has spotted him going onto the bomb, and that is EN3 5-1. And obviously for them it is going to be a little bit more easy to win these kind of rounds, since they are now 5 instead of 4. Here we go again. This time, a lot less mid-pressure from Born2Throw, who are just gonna keep it a little bit more safe. Obviously, you do have MP9, so close angles are gonna be a little bit easier to play as well. First kill has been found onto Hawk, pushing the A main, as he's going to get found out. Other engage on the other side of the map. Arno is gonna be taken down. Now another person, as the Orc, trying to move forward. Kai is on ramp though, has now been spotted. Gotta be careful of that top wrap. He's gonna try and do whatever he can, but only good for the damage, as Yon in the meanwhile has found one, but more nades coming over. Has possibly has got the information, but the spray not clean. Lavrip is gonna be blind in the end, but that does mean EN3 go up to 6, and already a very dominant T side, which, well, was to be expected, obviously. Seeing as, you know, it's just W key, and these guys are apparently very good at it. Here comes the mid fight once more. This time a little bit more utility invested into it by Born2Throw. Obviously you do now also have the money and utility to invest it in. As Orc, he's gonna make his way back to Donut again. Won't peek though. He's playing quite close. I think that's precise. I'm not entirely sure. One peek, that is precise. Yes, precise goes down. Lavrip is going to be the next one, as Yon is gonna try and do whatever he can to set up Orc for success, but unfortunately 3v3 now cemented. Kai is gonna be the man behind, trying to get towards Donut. Bomb has at least been planted for the tease. So if Kai smoke, he's gonna try and play in front of it, but there's a player close right. Does he expect it? No, he doesn't. A 2v2 now instead of a 3v3. Both teams finding their respective kills. And with more utility coming through, this one does favor the T side. Still a Molotov available, but that one has now been dropped. On the bomb is going to be Arno, I was going to say. Now the Molotov has been picked up, and that is most likely end round. EM3 will be winning that one, and that is once more, Born2Throw just struggling in the retakes. Especially that A site has just been the main point of attack for most of these rounds for the T side. Which certainly is a little bit tough. So we will see. This time, EN3, no mid presence. Only the B side counts on this one. Arnold's gonna play this one close, trying to take a peek. Maybe spot some players. Kai is gonna spot the bomb. Big damage onto one of them. Arnold only with one, but good damage onto Martov and Precise also on such low HP. And you've got this win condition, and Hawk already has made his way all the way out of a main. Big shot from Orc, but with the MP9, you kind of wonder why he's playing that. That connects. Alright. Kai gets hit for 4 somehow. Hawk now also been spotted. That flank not going to be the ultimate win condition. Another flash out as here comes the side execute. Big shot from Yon, who's going to try and plow his way through. Hawk now the only one left. They know where he is, so this is just going to be a save. And again, the retakes, just tough in general. Hawk faking the runaway, just going to try and stick around to maybe find some exits, which at the moment he is not going to. AK at his feet. Has to be careful of this spawn wrap though. From Mr. Martov, but doesn't look like Hawk is going to be contested for his spot right now. And EN3 will happily take the A. Lavrip just killed one pig. Alright, well, they're trolling, I guess. I can't hear you. Okay, cool. This guy thinks he's really, really funny. Like I said, I despise Russians. Actual toxic inbred dogs, man. It is what it is, though, you know. They're in Open10 with 2.9k elos, and I mean, they're just probably not going to even make it to Inter since they're not going to get shit on in playoffs, but it is what it is. We will see at the end of this game if they can take the win. Obviously, for Born2Throw, it would be nice to get at least like one, rather get 2 more rounds to be able to maybe put up something on the T side, because, well, you're going to need a very, very good T side. Because right now, most of your players having quite a bit of trouble. Except for Yon, who has been popping off in this game, 11 kills. Kai once more, that lane pressure, such an important thing to do on this map. Now, again, EN3 just gonna gather in front of B with every single one of them. And, well, for a moment, no one was looking at Cave. Now they are. Scared of that push. Kai, he's looking for it. He's gonna be peeking into it just in a second. Now, Gadget, he's still behind over at doors. And this is an important find. Kai is not going to be winning that, which is very unfortunate. Yon in the meanwhile has certainly won it. 2 on the round already. Yon certainly stepping up. Orc now has to find at least one, which he will. Last player's backside. Yon is walking up. Lavrip is hiding behind the pillar. Has been spotted now. Big dink. And Yon will finish him off. And that is a round for Born2Throw. And that is an important one as well. CT rounds scarce in this map especially. And obviously with the money that EN3 have gathered, they will have money until the end of the game. Or, well, the half at least. 8-2 right now. 8-4 would be a very good scoreline, I must say. 8-3 would be fine, or sorry, 9-3 would be fine. 8-4 would be perfect. As of now, Hawk Uh-oh. Oh, no, he's back. Alright, thought he, disconnected or his mouse just acted up, but this time it's a mid-play with that cave smoke coming through. Hawk is instantly gonna smoke that. Now, Orc has to be careful of this one player running through. It's gonna get lots of damage, but that is exchanged as well. And now, with more kills being found on this side of cave, Kai maybe a little bit too aggressive. Once more, Yon trying to make the same play that he's made a couple times before. This round is certainly a little bit scary. Arno is at least going to be able to find one. Hawk with a big shot onto Martov. And our 3v3 cemented. Obviously, Orc still on very low HP. But Hawk with that rifle could be so impactful if he finds one more, but he doesn't. Lavrip takes him down. A little bit of a late reaction from him. Another kill from Precise, as Lavrip is just going to be finishing it off. EN3 is going to go up to 9. Born2Throw trailing hard. At least going to be able to buy in this last round. Something. But, well, still though. I've only got one rifle, and it just feels like this half in general, you've never really gotten to play an actual good rifle round without just getting shut down completely by the AKs. Not a single op has been bought for EN3. Not a single one. Obviously, Ancient not the most favored how. Okay, well, Arnold, in the meanwhile, found 2 for 2. Yon is gonna be behind, gonna be running through the smoke. He's gonna get taken down by Gadget. These are some big plays that are being made. Tokaz, in the meanwhile, gonna try and find some more impact on this, as now it's gonna be Hawk moving in. Has spotted the back of that player, but oh god, he has a play right here. Hawk! Oh, 2K is gonna make it. Oh, almost makes it a 3, but big play from Hawk there. 2K from the back, and that is at least a third round. And that's exactly what you wanted from that man. Hawk coming up extremely clutch with the timing and the flank as well. So now at the side, let's reset. Get that comeback going, because if you can shut them up. You can make it work. And Born2Throw could have a chance in this game if they do that. So let's see if they do. B-oriented push, a very passive play from Martov. As B push is now going to be coming through. Smokes are going to come in. First kill not yet found. It's going to be onto Kaido. There's still a player on site in Lavrip who's made himself known now. Hawk is going to be taking him down. And now 3 kills the way of Born2Throw, as you now don't really have to push anything. Just have to play this one safe, but you're still peeking. Nice step from Orc. Now it's only Martov left, who's going to be popping Orc down. Now Yon making a bit of noise to try and cement his position. Big dink. 3 HP left on Martov. Now gonna get taken down. Born2Throw. Here we go. This is important. You have got that round in the bag. Now you just have to win the follow-up. If you do, you have a chance in this game. Obviously not really gonna be a buy for EN3, but well, if you do win 2 rounds in a row, now if you're Born2Throw, if you are able to fend off the buy from the CT side, it could be very, very interesting. Well, as of now, it does look like EN3, they're going to be stacking over towards A, and this is something that I love to do, just taking it slow. It's not a mid push, that's something that you know already if you're the T side. Mid flash is going to come out, and he's going to try and support Orc out. For now though, there is this A stack with everyone just hiding, waiting for a push coming through. And Orc, he is heading that way, but he is the only one. So now those B players, that's Kai and Arnov, who are going to try and make their way over towards the B side. And this is going to be interesting to see if Orc Can maybe find anything over towards A. Obviously, hasn't spotted them just yet. There are so many players here. Let's see if he can spot them at the right time. Now gonna be spotted himself, so gets the information, but the A execute is still gonna come through. So this is completely the wrong call. You're gonna walk into so many USPs, so many pistols, but the kills, they're gonna come falling your way. One peek though, that is Precise, who's gonna find more and more, and now it's gonna become scary because you got Kai in a 1v1 and you're gonna lose it to the pistols. The call not right. You could have expected it. Did see that one player on site only, but obviously I would have called it off myself, possibly. But in the moment, that is just unlucky. And now Born2Throw, they're going to have to buy this round. You're going to have to win it. If you want a chance in this round, you lose this one, you have no money. It's going to be a match point for EN3, so let's see if they can do it. V-play coming to fruition, Arno. Looks like he wants to be the first one in. Gonna be spotting that first player. There is another player close. Molotov to at least stop that push for the time being. But you've got that control. Smoke is gonna come through. But it's not gonna hold them forever. Smokes on both sides now. Ooh, Orc. I don't know if he spotted that player. And now he has. Ooh, the timing's just unfortunate on that one. Nade on long is going to do a little bit of damage. In the meanwhile of Rip, he's been able to jump up and find his impact in the round. So now all he has to do is back off. Play it safe. One peek is going to be peeking that. Now is Orc being taken down. Another peek coming through. Big shots from Kai as is going to be Arnov. Tries to run it out. 2 kills at least being found. Yon. That Deagle has to ring out, my friend, because that's the only way that we're going to win this round. Has spotted that one player. Shots not clean enough. EN3 is going to claim that 11th round. And this is trouble now for Born2Throw. Won the pistol. Lost the follow-up. Such an important round to win. Unfortunately, you couldn't. And that means Born2Throw will be in the financial gutter. Because look at the money. And it looks like they want to maybe force. I'm not entirely sure what the call is on this one. I would say ecoing this one is the better play, seeing as you can buy at least something into the next round. You do want to keep your chances up, so this is what you're gonna see. Some deagles, couple other pistols in general, but just nothing much that you're gonna be able to do. Hawk is gonna take the first one down, but utility is very good from the CT side as they're just gonna head into that spot all quick, and Markov is... Okay, I think he just got a very lucky shot. EN3 up to 12. And now, possibly the last round in this one as well. Battered and bruised are Born2Throw heading into this. As, well, AKs are at least going to be out, so maybe, just maybe, if they can mount a comeback, something can happen. Nades on mid, and some sort of mid take. Big shot from Arnold. There's one more player below him, though. As, well, the timing on one peak there is quite amazing. Wow. Quite amazing. A 2v3 now, strong. He's picked up an AK. And Precise. He's going to be the one rerouting back to B, but this is the wrong call. A side is going to be open for the taking. Precise instantly rotating back though. So maybe a little bit of an idea of what is going on in this round. Playing the 1-1 setup. I'm not really sure if any other team would play like this. I think most of the teams that have brains would play a 2-2 or a 2-player setup to at least be able to trade and keep your guns, but now that a push is going to come through, Precise is going to hear all these steps, and he's going to try and make his way out. Hawk, checking that, takes him down. Strong, the only one left. I mean, he's just going to attempt it because they've got a lot of money on the rip. And he can drop Martov might be able to drop, not entirely sure. I mean, you don't really have to pay for the peaks if you're Born2Throw, but they're going to peak it beautifully, all three together. And that means it is a 12-5 scoreline. With the money, not too bad for EN3, but I mean, Lavrip can drop a couple guns, and with that, it shouldn't be a problem at all for them. Hawk now starting to step up as well. Gonna try and join Yon up on the heights. Guys, obviously, gotta be careful of this. Hawk, careful of that Deagle. The one-tap potential is certainly scary, but he's not gonna be re-peaked. And again, this is just one of those pistol rounds that you've got to be scared of if you're Born2Throw. You don't want to make mistakes on this one. Orc, in the meanwhile, far up ramp is gonna get that little bit of a spot going. Has spotted another player up there, and well, Lavrip is gonna take one down, and this is starting to fall as you've now got 3 players in the clutch. You're gonna have to be careful of this A main push, and that is exactly what you've got to be scared of. Hawk has to go huge, but he can only find one. Kai is gonna try and find something, finds 2, he finds a 3rd to keep himself alive and his team, but unfortunately back turned, and that means Born2Throw go down 13-5, and that is a hell of a loss. And a tough one as well. You play a different map than Anubis, and well, you just get shot down, which is certainly unfortunate. Certainly unfortunate. And that is one that you wanted to win, wanted to make at least a little bit more of an impact on, but unfortunately not able to make that happen since, well, I don't know. You just got run down on the T side. There was just not a lot you can do, and then at some point, if you lose that second round there on your own T side, it just gets tough, which is very unfortunate. Obviously, it is very scummy from from the opponents in EN3 to just, you know, wait that long and just delay the game that long. You know, it's obviously not how it's supposed to be, but it is what it is, and it's a GG. So that means 8-5 right now. Still, like I said, this is only for seeding, so it's not the biggest problem ever. It's good to be exploring different maps in games like these, because that's exactly what you want to do if you're pretty much already in playoffs. I'd say it's better to just try and play maps like these and get slammed, because that's the only way you're going to be improving on the mistakes that you're going to be making. So overall, it's a tough game. But I do feel like it's good to be slammed like this. Like I said, you know, you need to get slammed to get better. That's literally the only way. For now, though, I think next Wednesday we have another game, and I will 100% be casting that one as well to see if we maybe have another game. Oh, I think I know this team. I think I know this team. Yeah, I think we've pracked against this one. My team, at least, have pracked against the Tzatziki Empire, who are not even Greek, which is interesting, because Tzatziki is obviously Greek, but well, these guys are not Greek. Interesting. Well, next Wednesday, next game, I will be there. I hope you guys will be there as well, because we want to see them win. We want to see them win. So have a nice night, and I'll be seeing you guys next Wednesday.